you should get credit for paying it, and you should not get credit for not paying it, just like everybody else and everybody else's bills. If you don't pay your mortgage, does somebody tell the credit bureau?
So the governments, let's talk about them. They are now back. So first of all, the federal government said renters should have a credit bureau, have a rating on the credit bureau because they were able to pay their rent on time. And everyone's like,
raise my credit score.
I want to boost my credit. Look, I paid my rent. Literally, this has no bearing. I didn't pay my credit card, and I don't really have a job.
But that counts too.
I paid my rent, and that's got to give me some sort of credit. I don't think so. So
shouldn't it count towards something?
Garbage, Darryl.
Why?
Garbage.
Why should the biggest payment not count?
Now, and that's all the liberal stuff. So now Dougie comes in, and Dougie's like, credit reports, eh? All right. Listen, you guys owe money. It's going to go automatically onto your credit bureau. And people will be able to see that you owed your landlord money. Now, there's like Front Lobby, and there's like some, good companies that are working towards a system, and it's all like self-reporting landlords, and you should check your tenants on Front Lobby if they're going to see if they've got debts or Canly. Like, there's a lot of resources already for landlords, but there's no automated system that just gives Equifax the ability to be able to just post if somebody owes money or not and it wasn't paid, right? There's obviously kinks in the system, and they'd have to figure out how it would be reported, when it would be reported, all that kind of stuff, what type of debt would be reported. But at the end of the day, like, we need to find a solution here. And I don't know how much power Doug has because he's, you got like a lot of people, half the people in the province are renting. And so if you go hard on renters, you're losing votes.
But what's the problem? Like, what are we trying to solve right now? Is there an issue with people's credit scores and renting?
People are not paying their rent, Daryl.
People are not paying their rent. If that was like because of the times, and because
people are not paying their rent still, and they know that it's still backed up. For an N4, you're still going to be at least a year.
You're not on the hook for that shit.
And so you can skirt the system and live in a place for 9 to 12 months for free without paying. And then when you're not worth anything, when you have a landlord chasing you, how do they get the money from you? You got a cash job and you got no assets.
Listen, I can't imagine why the biggest monthly payment you make, well, I mean, if your rent's not your biggest monthly payment, then I'd like to see your car, I suppose, or your boat, or what else would be?
Maybe your alimony. Okay.
The point is that you should get credit for paying it, and you should not get credit for not paying it, just like everybody else and everybody else's bills. If you don't pay your mortgage, does somebody tell the credit bureau?
Yep. If you don't pay your car loan, if you don't pay your credit card bill,
why the fuck is rent different?
They come and take that stuff away from you and say, sorry, we gave you a chance, but guess what? You messed up.
That should go on the credit bureau, and you should have the mortgage agent and the bank should have the ability to see how much money you actually fucking make every year, right? Yeah. Just show me what you filed, right? Like Uncle Ron says, just show me the one box, right? Just let me see this one box that shows what your income is, right?
Yeah, and we'll all walk around with a T-shirt with that number on it, so then we can compare. And we can say, well, that guy's better than me, and that guy's better than me. Oh, look at how low that number is.
What's going to happen?
No, but that's what people are afraid of.
That's what your house is. That's what your house is. Okay, you get to wear your house as your shirt. Okay.
Yeah. Right. But that's what people. They're so like protective of that. It's like I don't want people to know what I. It's just the bank. The bank is trying to give you money. You want the money from the bank?
No, they don't want the bank to know either. That's the whole thing.
You got to figure it out.
If the bank knew all that. Okay. If the bank even knew, just like really knew your income, I mean, how many of these would not go through? That one box being able to be seen takes down the entire Canadian real estate market.
Can I tell you a story?
Okay? Yeah.
I'm going to tell the whole story here because I don't think the guy listens to the show, and I'll be okay. Did I tell the story last week about the guy with the Brampton mortgage at one point?
Maybe. I don't think last week. No, really? I don't remember the term Brampton mortgage coming up last week.
I think we'd filmed already. He was on the weekend. He called me. And so he said, TK, we need help to get a mortgage. We got a private mortgage and a first mortgage, and the total is 1.9 million. I said, okay, well, tell me about the house. He says, we bought it for 2.1 in 2021 or 2022. I'm like, that's a high loan to value, right? And so he says, well, if we can get 2.5 for it, first, if we get appraised for 2.5.
What's the loan? What's the loan?
1.9.
1.9.
And so then I'm like, all right, 200 and something private and 100 at 1.6 something in a bank loan. I said, is that private? He says, no, it's a bank. I said, 1.6.
The whole thing is a bank?
So I said, so like, how did you guys like qualify for the mortgage? Can we add another person onto the mortgage now? Because then you can qualify for more. I'm thinking like, there you got all these great people who are all there. So he's like, yeah, it's just a few of us, whatever. So I said, okay. And I'm like, that's a big mortgage. I mean, like, I did $2 million mortgages and all that kind of stuff, but these are like serious people.
Dumb,
so this is a lot of income you would need to qualify for that. And he says, well, actually, the realtor set us up with a guy where we paid a fee and we were able to get the mortgage.
Whoa.
And then the realtor told us our other house was worth more than it really was. And then our realtor screwed us because in the inspection we found stuff. He convinced us to buy it. It ended up still being an issue, and it cost us another $100,000 too. I was like, oh my gosh.
And now we're buying some pre-cons from the guy, right?
Right? But like, this is what's out there. People? This is what's out there, guys.
Oh my goodness.
But that's what they did.
What's
they
the
went
value
to the bank,
of the house now?
But, probably what they paid, 2.1.
It's still 2.1?
Yeah, it's probably like it wasn't 2022. It was either the end of 22 or the beginning of 21. Like, it was a time where you could say the markets are comparable now. It wasn't peak.
Comparable? Hold on. You're saying that at some point in 2021?
At the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2021, yeah.
You could have made back your money if that's when you bought? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
You're back at even?
In some cases, yeah. Some cases.
Some cases.
Yeah. Not if you bought anywhere near the beginning of 2020.
I'm ready to sell.
You're mid-2021 and you're about the same.
I'm about the same. I wouldn't lose money if I sold right now.
You would because of your land transfer tax and your real estate fees and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like dollars in, dollars out, you'd be close to even. Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.